I'm not even sure there's anything else left to say here, guys. Right? Let's just be completely honest here. You cared so little about the border, right? That you allowed all these individuals to come basically flooding through our southern border. And now it turns out that apparently he may be auctioning off the border wall materials, guys. I mean, what do we even do with this information, guys? We need something that has the ability to stop, the proliferation, let's say, of all this asylum fraud, all of this illegal migrancy. We need something that has the ability to put somewhat of a barrier between the individuals that are trying to flood through our southern border. You know that, right? I mean, you're acting like you care, okay? But it seems like you really don't when things like this happen, guys. But listen, name of the video is Debacle. Biden auctions off border wall materials. This is a suggestion via Discord. Let's just go ahead and jump into this immediately, guys.
Border scraps for sale and on the cheap, indeed. In their last weeks, the Biden administration is set to auction off sections of the border wall before President Trump takes office.
Of course.
Minimum opening bid starts at $5 for 20 tons of taxpayer-funded steel. Talk about a steal. William Lajeunesse has got the story in L.A. William, hello.
Good morning, Bill. You know, this has been a debacle from the very beginning when President Biden stopped construction of the border wall on his first day in office, abandoning millions of tons of steel. So where is it now? Well, huge sections we found yesterday being trucked away from the border, being sold as scrap for pennies on the dollar. Even though President Biden knows the incoming administration wants this material, he is selling it. Hundreds of tons of state-of-the-art finished steel wall for almost nothing at auction sites like this one near Tucson, meaning taxpayers will likely pay twice for the same stuff. Right. Now, the Biden team already sold most of an estimated $350 million worth of lights, wires, and these expensive steel bollards. According to the government auction site that they're using now, Biden is taking bids starting around $5 for each 40,000-pound lot of finished steel.
Bro, guys, really quickly, like I've always absolutely had disdain for a lot of these like government auction sites. I understand like GovPlanet and things like that. I know that people would like to buy these things. They're sitting. It just consistently tells me that we are giving way too much money to the government in taxes. That's all I see when I see this here. Like I understand, certain jurisdictions and things like that. They need, all these vehicles and all these other like extra generators and all these other things that these companies are charging us, the people, hundreds of thousands of dollars for at times. If you look at how much things are selling for on these websites, you'll start to realize exactly how much waste actually, moves around the United States of America. This is definitely one of the things that needs to be rectified. Either that or lower our taxes, because you're wasting our money consistently.
That's just a slap in the face, not just to the agents that are out there working, to the American public as a whole. They could have just left these panels alone.
So last year, we know the Biden administration sold about 700 of these 30-foot steel segments for roughly $200 a piece, meaning taxpayers took a loss of about $10,000 for each bollard. Now, President Trump installed 455 miles of wall. Another 250 miles was under construction when Biden stopped the project, refusing even to fill in the gaps in the fence that border agents begged him because the migrants were coming through. I found this pile of materials near Yuma about 3 years ago.
Wow.
Message to the White House right now. I will bid on all of that wall, and we will buy it in Texas, and we will give it to Donald Trump.
They're sabotaging the incoming administration. Going to make it difficult for us, but you know what? We're going to get this done.
Guys, and it's crazy because the American people voted en masse, basically, for this man to take over the United States of America because of the failed administration that's currently leaving. Okay? Now, to see them basically spit in the face of the American citizens by saying, listen, we know what you want, but it doesn't feel good to us, so we're going to go ahead and, sabotage everything before the man gets in. That's crazy.
So after our report last night, the auction site took down those web pages and appeared to cancel the sale of hundreds of tons of steel that was scheduled for next Wednesday. As to who okayed this bill, we're getting a runaround from DHS to Corps of Engineers to Defense Logistics Organization now saying that we have to talk to the Secretary of Defense to find out who okayed this bill.
That's an extraordinary story. If the auction site did not take that down, could they have dumped all that steel over the next 40-some days?
Well, yeah, they've already dumped a lot. Okay, so there were termination costs of $600 million just to pay off some of the contractors who were in the middle. If you remember, Bill, they were in the middle of constructing it on the day Biden took office, and he said no more, cancel the national emergency. But yeah, they've already sold multiple lots of this. There were counts of something like $30,000 in New Mexico unused, $20,000 in Arizona. We're trying to get an accounting of how much has been sold and how much still may be left.
I like the idea from Texas.
Guys.
They'll go ahead and buy it. And they will if you give them a chance, and they'll buy it on the cheap. Thank you, William.
Guys, I love the idea. I'll be honest here. If Texas does come in and say, you know what, listen, we'll take all of it, all right? And we're going to hold it until the guy comes into office that's going to actually do something to stop Texas specifically being bombarded by, migrant convoys, right? That'd be great. I'm going to be honest here. I'm not sure, Biden's legacy is going to be as strong as I initially speculated it was going to be. Because, he has done a lot of things, okay? But have all these things that he's done even matter if you're not really going to protect the country? Not really, right? Not really. You're selling the things we need and we've already paid for. You never cared about us in the first place, is what it looks like. Okay? We have dumped all of these tax dollars, literally, okay, into all these projects, and now you're saying we're just going to sell this for basically nothing. Guys, this is disgusting. This is incredibly disgusting. I'm sorry, guys. Listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. I'm trying to just cope with the fact that my taxes are stupidly high, okay? They are stupidly high. And then to know that things like this, are going on within the federal government. I do hope that Elon Musk can, in fact, actually, can work on a lot of these things, guys. Seriously. But in the meantime, I'll catch you guys later. This is my lightsaber. Hey guys, you guys subscribe to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd, along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Oh, also, Mr. L. Boyd Discusses. Guys, check it out. And if you haven't heard it today, you're amazing.